All right, folks, we're going to get started here. First, I just want to thank everyone for coming in. Welcome to our March Student of the Month breakfast. Great to have everybody here, great showing. Little change this month, which some of us are aware of. Usually we do Student of the Month and also our Student Athlete of the Month. Mr. Barrett and Mr. Claus are trying something new. So after we recognize our faculty members of the month and also our students of the month, we're also going to recognize our student athletes that are continuing beyond their Interboro career. So we have 6 athletes today. We're going to recognize, have a little signing day here with them in appreciation of what they've done here through their career at Interboro, and also an appreciation or recognizing the fact that they are going outside our doors here and continuing at college and university. So we've been doing this for quite some time, right? It's always one of my favorite days of the month. And the way it operates is Miss Hain, this is kind of her thing here. She stays under the radar over there, but this happens because of her. Every month she puts out to the entire faculty a feeler for students that month, okay? And it's a whole wide range of how we get here. It's really just not grades, it's character, it's school spirit, it's relationships with peers and the adults in the building. It's really what embodies the best of the best here at Interboro High School. So after that goes out, we have several nominees, really tens of nominees that come into a Student of the Month committee. Right, that committee gets together, we then vote on the candidate for that month. Okay, so, and we get a lot, so it really just speaks even more so the students you see here today. A few months ago, we also started recognizing our faculty members, right, and the way that works is kind of just the opposite. So we put out to the students, right, faculty member of that month. And again, that's a wide range of things, helping them outside the classroom, helping them with personal things, and we get a whole plethora of nominations for that also, right? And that's where we're going to start today before we get into the students. So we have 2 this month. We're actually a little behind. I know it's April 8th. Because of spring break, usually it's the last Friday of every month. Because of spring break, we pushed it back. So our 2 faculty members we want to recognize first are Ms. Locke and Mr. Fisher. They could come up real quick, please. And Rich and Sarah, you guys want to come up too? Excuse me real quick. Sorry. So Rich and Sarah nominated Mr. Fisher and Ms. Locke. They'll speak about them real quick, kind of like the opposite of how we operate with the students of the month. So Sarah, you want to go first? Ms. Locke?
Sure. Hi, I'm Sarah. I nominated Ms. Locke for Teacher of the Month because I believe that she's very deserving of this award. Ever since I came here as a freshman, she was so motivating and welcoming. And having her this year as my homeroom teacher, nothing has changed. She still always brings a positive attitude everywhere she goes and steady has a smile on her face. I think if you ask any other student in this school, they will tell you that she is a great attribute to our Interboro staff.
Hi everybody, I'm Rich Walker, and I came in here as a freshman doing Wood Tech 1, and Mr. Fisher, when I first came in, he always just had a positive attitude. He helped hands-on with all the machines in the Wood Tech room, and every student he just made sure everyone excelled. And I also had him this year in Wood Tech 2, and he helped me even more, and I can't wait to work with him next year, and yeah.
Thank you.
If I could just second some of those sentiments too. Ms. Locke, probably one of the most, if not the most positive person in the building. I mean, no matter what the day brings, just what Sarah said. Ms. Locke's always smiling, always down the gym, running around with the kids. Just great persona no matter what. And then of course, Mr. Fisher, go-to guy for a lot of us. I had last year my cabinets. My wife and I are sitting in the kitchen and flat out falls off the wall with the plates. Mr. Fisher, I gave him the problem within a week. Fixed, back on the wall, solid as ever. So that's the type of guy he is. All right? He'll do whatever you need. Just great people. So now for our students of the month, okay, we're going to start with the freshmen up to the seniors, then we'll do the athletes. Our freshman was nominated by Miss Emery, and our freshman winner for March is Yummy Away. If you want to come up.
I nominated Yumia because Yumia is a ray of sunshine. Every morning we walk in, if anybody sees Yumia first, they're going to get a big smile and a good morning every day. Never, ever, ever a frown on this face. But she also exudes Buck spirit too. She's all about the school and all about going to things at Interboro. And I hope she takes that school spirit back to the track team or something else, because we need to get her involved. But anyway, Yumia helps out in the classroom. She's an excellent class contributor. She's always positive with her peers. She helps out without being asked. She does all of her classwork, all of her homework. Anything you ask her to do, Yumia does, and she does it with a smile on her face. She's very uplifting and edifying to her peers too. She doesn't just get along with them. She encourages them. She helps them, and she's just always a positive. She's always a positive light. So that's why Yumia is Student of the Month. And that didn't just come from me. That came from her other teachers too. I'm just the one that nominated her.
Thanks, Ms. Emery. Congrats, Yumia. Our sophomore Student of the Month actually can't be here today, but just to recognize her, that would have been Gabby Mendez. She was nominated by Mr. Stabilo and Mr. Davis. And Mr. Davis also, as luck would have it, can't be here today because he just had his first child this week, so he's also out today. So we'll go to our junior winner. She was nominated by Mr. Vale, and that would be Grace Melchiori.
So I think I realized at some point that nominating Grace for Student of the Month was more about a thank you than anything else. So, you know, Grace is, she's the kind of kid that, you know, this job can hit you over the head once in a while. She's the kind of kid that is a constant reminder of all the good parts and the good things. So in her 3 years here, she had some struggles, and she really worked through those. She worked hard every day last year after school. This year her grades are off the charts. They're fantastic. And if I was able to, you know, give her some advice and help her along the way, you know, I'm thankful for that. But I'm mostly just thankful because it's a constant reminder every day that I see her about, you know, kind of why I got into this and why, you know, me and all of her teachers do kind of what we do. And for that, Grace, I thank you.
Congrats, Grace. Thanks, Mr. Vale. And then finally, our senior winner, Christina Pugh. She was nominated by Ms. Admasian.
I've had the privilege of working with Christina for the past 2 years. Last year she was part of the Young Bucks preschool program, which plans lessons and stuff for 18 preschoolers, and she was outstanding. Always on time with her work, working with the children all the time, looking for ways to help them facilitate their learning. This year she is part of the Professional Field Experience program, where she has gone out into the community, specifically the kindergarten and an elementary school, and she's been interning with different teachers there. And once again, the teachers that she has worked with have said nothing but outstanding things about her. In regards to her work for me, she's always prompt. She comes in, as has been said before, she's always got a smile on her face, comes in, chats with me for a few minutes. She's just an outstanding student, and I have so much enjoyed working with her that she fully deserves this award, so thank you.
So, yeah, if I could real quick, first congrats to all the students of the month. And really, you know, as I was saying earlier, there's more than just grades. We have so many good kids here at Interboro. It's really like a tough choice every month to pick who's going to be at the Student of the Month breakfast. But you know, it really just speaks to not only, you know, the students themselves, but the support that everybody here gives to those students, whether it's through the athletics, through the academics. But you know, it takes a lot of family support and hard work, you know, to be where we're at today and where we're going in the future. So congrats to the kids, and also thank you to the families for everything you've done up to, you know, get them here. You know, and then also too, you know, it's just, this is one of my favorite days of the month, and also one of my favorite phone calls to make. I say it every month, but as an assistant principal, I got to make a lot of not so great phone calls. I know Mr. Bale is the dean here. He has to do the same thing a lot. So I'm sure it's a breath of fresh air for him to come in here and talk about someone like Grace, and just all these great students you see in front of you today. I know Ms. Webb, when I first called you, your reaction was, I thought we were ready for a battle there. I would just say it's a good phone call. I just like to get that out right away. So again, congrats and thanks for everybody being here. So as I said earlier, we're going to change it up a little bit now. Mr. Barrett and Mr. Kloss are going to come over, and we're going to recognize 5 student athletes today, okay, that are again taking their careers beyond Interboro. All right, so Mr. Barrett and Mr. Kloss, if you want to take that on.
I say this every month, and a few people have been here. Coach Faison, you were here for a student athlete, so you're going to hear the same thing, and school board members, you've heard the same thing. It's great to have the student athletes that we have. They're such great ambassadors. Wherever they go, we always represent the Interboro and Buck Pride so well. And to know, this is a moment of pride for us as the department heads of the athletic department, knowing that we have these ambassadors moving on to the college level where they're going to represent us so well. They're going to get our name out there even more. They're going to get us more exposure, and hopefully, say, Hummel scoring 50 goals and you've got 5,000 goals and you're St. Bonaventure's leading scorer there, that all of a sudden all sorts of coaches will come back and recruit us. And I don't want to leave the Dells out, of course. You'll be batting 1,000 over your 4-year career and everything else, and you'll have 2,000 points as a basketball player and everything else. But anyway, let's get to what we're here to do today, which is honor you for doing so well here, getting the recognition from the next level, and being able to move on with your not only your academic career, but your high school career.
Yeah, as Mr. Kloss has already alluded to, as well as Mr. Conti, this is something we've been working on for a number of years. We've been trying to figure out a way to recognize our athletes as they move forward, and as Mr. Conti also said, our student athletes of the month, it was kind of a strange time period because we were in between seasons. So we figured this is the perfect opportunity to showcase our athletes that are obviously will continue their careers on as they are already accepted to college and are committed to playing a sport. And obviously we are proving that the buck does not stop here. All right, I've been waiting all day to say that. So without further ado, as opposed to bringing each and every one of them up, we would like them to stand at their spots because this is an official, unofficial signing day as we run the @GoBuck Sports Instagram as well as Twitter account. We're going to do this really cool photo op and send it out to our thousands of followers so they can see exactly what goes on with our students that are moving on. So first and foremost, if you would please stand, Brady DiGiacomo. Brady is one of our baseball players who will continue his playing career on at Eastern University. His coach represented today is Coach Torrance, who is in the back as well. So once again, Brady DiGiacomo. Next up is Chris Hummel. Chris Hummel will be continuing on his lacrosse career at St. Mary's, and his coach is here as well. Coach Spear is here to represent the lacrosse team, so congratulations to you. Over here in the back, we have Kyle Dutch, who is here to represent our soccer team. Our soccer coach, Coach Estelio, is in the back. Kyle Dutch will be attending St. Bonaventure, where he will continue on with his soccer career. So, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have a very cool thing going on that we have 2 of our athletes attending the same school, and they will be rooming together, right? So that's even easier to keep track. So we have Amber Hiddell first. Like I said, we have Amy Hiddell first. I've only messed that up hundreds of times. We have Amy Hiddell, who will be continuing on her volleyball career. It was easy for her coach to be here. It's her mom. At Houghton. Oh my goodness, we have a Houghton here, my goodness. Say it again. Houghton College, where she will be continuing on her volleyball career. And we have Marissa Hughes as well, who unfortunately is bypassing her NASCAR career and will instead be continuing on her lacrosse career as well. And her coach, Coach Faison is here. So, ladies and gentlemen, to both Amy and Marissa. As they Now, what's going to happen next is Mr. Conti will conclude this activity, and we will get pictures of every single one of the students here that have been honored, like we always do with photos and whatnot. And our athletes will come to the official signing table, and we'll get some really cool photo ops and all that kind of stuff. So congratulations to everyone here. It's awesome. Like I said, it's the first time we've ever done this. Obviously, we have more seniors, hopefully, that are committing to get accepted, committing to sports, and we will continue this little tradition. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Claus, Mr. Barrett. So again, yeah, thanks everybody for coming. We have plenty of food and drink left. Feel free. Congrats to our students, to our student athletes, to our faculty members for everything you've done for Interboro. Okay, again, it's really just what embodies how awesome this school is. So thank you to the students and the families too for your support all the way through. All right, we really do appreciate families like this. All right, so. Please enjoy. We're going to do a couple photo ops, as Mr. Barrett was saying. The athletes will be here. We do the students of the month over here, and you guys will be in the lobby for the next month. All right, so congrats. Thank you. All right, thank you.